Today we are going to look at math support. Blake Bowling Alley offers a special. Each game costs $2.50 and the shoe rental is $2. You spend $14.50 total. How many games did you bowl? So the first thing we're going to do is write an equation to solve. So we're going to begin by putting what we know. We know that $2 is the rental cost. Okay, we know that 250 is the cost per game, so we're going to multiply it times G. And 1450 is the total you spent altogether. So then we always rewrite the equation before we are going to start solving. On this one, you see that 2 plus 250G equals 1450. So we have to get rid of the 2 that's being added to 250G. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. Once we subtract 2 from both sides, we're left with 250G equals $12.50. Now, the 250 times G is being multiplied, so we're going to undo that by dividing. So we're going to divide both sides by $2.50. On the left side, 250 divided by 250 just gives you 1. And 1250 divided by 250 gives you 5. So how many games did you bowl? You bowled 5 games. Using the boat on a lake costs $22 per hour plus a flat fee of $10 for insurance. If you paid $98 to rent the boat, how many hours did you rent the boat? So first we're going to write what we know. We know that $10 is the flat fee for insurance. We know that $22 is the amount it costs per hour. Remember, per is the multiplication, so it's going to be multiplied by the number of hours. And 98 is your total. So the first thing we always do is rewrite that equation. Then we're going to get rid of the 10 that's being added to the 22H by subtracting it from both sides. On the left, it forms that 0 pair, leaving you with just 22H. And on the right, you get 98 minus 10, which is 88. So 22H equals 88. The 22 is being multiplied by H. So to undo it, you're going to divide both sides by 22. Okay, when you do that on the left, they cancel out and make 1. 22 divided by itself gives us 1. So we're just left with H. And then 88 divided by 22 gives us 4. So how many hours did we rent the boat? We rented it for 4 hours. The sum of the measures of the angles of all triangles is 180 degrees. Okay. If one angle of the triangle measures 45 degrees, the measure of the other two angles is equal. What is the measure of the other two angles? So the first thing we're going to do is write what we know. Okay, so we know that $45 is the angle measure. 2 times x is the other two angles that measure the same thing. And 180 is the total. So the first thing we do is rewrite the equation. Then we subtract 45 from both sides to get the x by itself. The 45 minus 45 makes a 0 pair and leaves us with just 2x. And 180 minus 45 gives us 135. So we're left with 2x equals 135. To get the x by itself, we have to get rid of the 2 that's being multiplied by the x. So to undo multiplication, we have to do division. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. The 2 divided by 2 cancels out, leaving just x, and 135 divided by 2 gives us 67.5. So the measure of the other two angles are each 67.5 degrees. You and 3 friends are going to the country fair. You have a coupon that will save your group $20. If the total bill to get in the fair was $100, how much does one regular price ticket to the fair cost? We're going to write down what we know. So the 4x is the ticket cost. You and 3 friends make 4 total people. Okay, then we have a coupon that saves $20, so it subtracts $20 from our price and leaves us with $100 in total. So the first thing we do is rewrite our equation. Then we're going to add 20 to both sides to get rid of the minus 20. We do the opposite. Okay, we're left with just 4x equals 120. And to get rid of the multiplication of the 4 times x, we have to do the opposite, and we have to divide both sides by 4. On the left, the 4 and 4 divide and make 1, so it cancels out, leaving just x, and 120 divided by 4 gives me 30. So each regular price ticket costs $30. Ronaldo scored 4 goals in his first soccer game. He then scored the same amount of goals in his next 3 games. If Ronaldo has 10 goals total, how many did he score in each game? So we're going to write what we know. He had 4 goals in the first game, and then he had the same number in each of the next 3 games. So we did 3 times some number, we don't know, equals the total number of goals that he has. So we're going to solve. The first thing we always do is rewrite that equation. Then we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. 4 minus 4 cancels out because it's a 0 pair, leaving us with just 3x, and 10 minus 4 gives us 6. To get rid of the 3 that's multiplied by x, we're going to divide both sides by 3. 3 and 3 cancel out, leaving just x, and 6 divided by 3 gives me 2. So he scored 2 goals in each of the next 3 games.